What is up, you guys? How's it going? My name is Jackie Geisler. For those of you that are new to this group, I am the JG in Living Free with JG. I'm a women's online health and wellness coach. I work directly one-on-one with women online to help them bring what they want to real life, to help them create sustainable habits, to help them bring the change to their body that they want, but also doing so in a way that considers your lifestyle at large. Emma, what is up? How are you? Go ahead and comment a hashtag live squad, Emma, and the other 3 of you that are on right now, comment hashtag live squad so I can see who's on. If you're watching back on replay, comment hashtag replay squad. So today, thanks for hopping on. Today, we're going to be talking about how to rewire your bad eating habits without it being, Megan, what's up, girl? Without it being like without it being like a surface level assumption, without it being a diet that you think is going to fix your eating habits, without it going all in strict on a diet that you think is going to fix your eating habits. Megan, what's up, girl? So I'm just going to give you some tips and tricks for that. Actually, it's not even a tips and tricks. I don't even have notes for this call. Usually I have notes. Usually I have like bullet point number 1, bullet point number 2. Today I'm just literally going to be handing you over like the golden strategy that really helps my clients. One of the golden strategies that helps my clients. So I'm going to just be straight up handing you over that process. And the process that I'm going to give you is not for it's not for just like big picture bad eating. Like if you are eating a shitty breakfast, a shitty snack, a shitty lunch, a shitty dinner, like if you're eating bad all day long, this maybe isn't for you, but this is for the people that are off and on. And this is for the people that are, maybe you're good through breakfast, you're good through lunch, you're good through your first snack, and then dinner happens, you eat too much at dinner and you binge at night. So this is more for like, I'm going to use the word eating episodes. Hopefully that word choicing doesn't offend anybody, but the word eating episodes referring to if you don't want to have sweets, you have sweets and you're upset by it. You don't want to order takeout and you order takeout and you're upset by it. You way overeat to like 100% and you are upset by that overeating to 100%. Or let's just say you eat an entire meal of like pasta and pizza and ice cream and you had a meal already prepped in the fridge. So this is for those kind of scenarios, right? Those scenarios of overeating, making bad choices, ordering out, takeout. So this is for choice. This is for episodes like that, right? So when I say eating episode, that is what I mean. So what I want you to do, and again, this isn't a like step 1, step 2, step 3. Sabra, what's up? Girl, what's up? Nicole, what's up? Thanks for hopping on. So what I want you to do is, food tracking. Some people, I have lots of different takes on food tracking and food logging. I do think it can be over the top, but I also do think it's very necessary. This is the point of this call is not to talk about food logging and its pros and its cons and different styles of food logging, but what I'm going to share with you requires taking a food log. And it doesn't require you... Sheila, what's up, girl? It doesn't require you take a food log long term. It does not require you to log your calories. It does not require you to log your macros. It does not require you to log numbers in general. It simply requires you to pay attention to and collect data of what is going on with what you're eating. So I'm going to say that again. This food log is meant to have you collecting data so you know what's going on. Not for anything else, Food logging is for you collecting data. So I have some clients that were doing calories and macros, and then I have some clients that were doing a much more detailed look at, what they're eating, how did they, like, what they're eating, what time are they eating, how hungry were they, how full were they, how did it make them feel. So just paying more of attention to the way in which my clients' bodies respond to food, so we can say, okay, X, Y, and Z make you bloated. X, Y, and Z don't keep you full very long. X, Y, and Z do keep you full very long. A and B give you a headache. C and D give you a sugar crash, right? So it just gives us data. So we know. If you're just like not ever really knowing what foods make you feel this way, and you're getting stomach aches off and on, or you're getting headaches off and on, like, those are things you have to pay attention to. So the style of food log that I'm gonna recommend that you do if you are having inconsistent eating episodes is to log the episode as an individual, like, entity, right? So this is regardless of what you've logged every day. So for example, let's just say this will be the ongoing example. Let's just say that you eat a healthy breakfast. You're not hungry until lunch. You have a healthy snack. 2 hours after lunch, you have a healthy lunch. You have a healthy snack. Dinner comes around, you don't make good choices at dinner, and then, Michelle, what's up, babe? And then it's 8 p.m., or no, let's just say it's 9:30 p.m., and all of a sudden you're eating an entire pint of ice cream with, like, dipped in Kit Kats and sprinkles and chocolate sauce. That sounds good. So we're just gonna say that, like, you've been good, you made a bad decision at dinner, and then at night, like, you're binge eating sweets, right? So what I would highly recommend doing for your log, and if you need support in doing so, please let me know. I can help you facilitate this process. I can oversee it for you. I can give you a second set of eyes. I can give you guidance. So if you feel like you need support with this, please let me know. Christy, what's up? Please let me know. Connect with me. Just comment below food log, and I will help you in facilitating this. I can get you a food log. I can get you an explanation. Lisa, what's up? I can get you an explanation of this breakdown. So what I want you to do after said example day of healthy breakfast, healthy lunch, healthy snack, not so healthy dinner, and then binging on sweets at night. Tanya, what's up, girl? So I want you to write down what time it was that you had your eating episode, what your eating episode was, and then I want you to think, and I want you, as soon as that eating episode happens and you feel upset with it, or you feel angry, or you feel frustrated, or you feel carefree, or however you feel, I want you to literally stop in your tracks, and I want you to write down in the past 5 minutes, what were you doing? What were you thinking? How were you feeling? What was going on? Cool? So 5 minutes, and then I want you to think back to the last hour before that. What were you doing? What were you thinking? Who were you talking to? How did you feel? Where were your emotions? Where was your mental state? Then I want you to think back to the past 10 hours. What were you doing in the past 10 hours? How did you feel? How are you thinking? What was on your mind? Who were you around? How was your stress? And then I want you to think back to the last 24 hours. And I write all of this down. I'm literally not kidding. The past 24 hours. I know this seems over the top, but again, this is not something you have to do long term. This is not something you have to do for 5 months at a time, 3 months at a time. This is something you have to do for like a month, if even, right? If even. So it's, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So let's just say 5 minutes, 1 hour, 5 minutes, 1 hour, 10 hours, 24 hours. I want you to write down for each of those time increments, where were you? How did you feel? How was your stress? How was your emotions? What were you thinking? What were you feeling? Who were you around? What were you doing? Because if you can identify, can I get a detailed list of what to do for the eating log? Yeah, girl, you can. I can help you with that. So why you want to do this in such detail for just a short amount of time is because we jump into diets And we think overnight we can just perfectly follow a diet that doesn't look at our eating habits and our eating patterns of how we've been eating for, I'm 25 years old. And if I just assume I can go into a diet tomorrow that doesn't look at my eating patterns and doesn't take those things into account, and I'm going to follow, like, let's just say I jumped into keto tomorrow, and I like didn't look, and I assumed, keto's going to help me lose weight. I'm going to jump into that tomorrow, and then this is going to help me get to where I want to go. And you just do it. Because you think that just jumping into a new diet is what's going to solve your overeating problem, is what's going to solve your sweets problem by just putting something strict on you. You think that's going to solve your sweets or your bad, whatever. We all have them. We all have some bad eating habits. Even I do. I could eat an entire dark chocolate bar a night every night for the rest of my life. We all have bad eating habits, right? So you can't just think starting a diet is going to fix that if you don't even know why you're eating the way that you are, right? You can't expect that diet to help you lose weight and fix your problems if you don't know why you're already eating the way that you are. So my recommendation is to track the eating episode. So in this scenario I just gave, where you have an unhealthy dinner after eating healthy all day and you binge on sweets at 9:30 at night, you'll write down your 5 minutes, you'll write down your hour, you'll write down your 10 hours, you'll write down your 24 hours. And what this is for is so that you can say, okay, every time I have sweets at 9:30 at night, it's because of X, Y, Z. It's because maybe you can identify that you eat sweets on nights where you don't get enough sleep the night before. Maybe it's a certain person in your life. When that person is near you, have a high stress and you have a craving, you have a cue to have sweets, you have that craving and your response is to give in to that. Maybe it's when your workday is supposed to end at 5 and you accidentally work you work until 6:30, and so that increases your cortisol and increases your stress. And so by 9:30, that's your body's way of handling its stress. That's how you have responded to that cue. I'm stressed. Response, I'm going to eat sugar. Or cue, I am overwhelmed by my family schedule. Craving, I want to eat sweets. Response, I'm going to eat sweets. Therefore, the association of being overworked, the association of being stressed, those things lead to you eating sweets. Other examples might be, longer work days, things going on at work. Maybe it's because it's when you don't work out for 3 days in a row that you go for sweets or bad choices or whatever it is. And so your body is just like, well, you hit this like, well, fuck it, I can just eat whatever I want. Maybe it's days that you're dehydrated at night when you crave chips. Maybe you crave chips at night when you haven't had enough sodium. Maybe it's because if you are maybe it's just a simple activity of sitting on your couch by yourself watching a movie at night that you in the past have associated sitting on the couch at night by myself. I have a cue, I'm on my couch, I have a craving of eating chips, I'm going to respond by eating chips. And then over time, your brain associates the reward of crunch and salt with sitting on the couch by yourself. And then, okay, so once you've taken your detailed log, you've looked at your potential associations and you've seen, okay, when my day is XYZ, when my night is XYZ, when my choices are XYZ, when my workouts are XYZ, when my food is, when my stress is, when my family is, when my friends are, when my body is, when my period is, when my self-image is, you'll be able to pick up on trends that are reoccurring. Cool. So now you know, right? That's the first part. So let's just say, for example, when work is supposed to end at 5 and you work towards 7 till 7:30, you give in to your sweet cravings at night. Let's just say that that's the pattern that you identify. Okay? So think back to all the other examples I gave. Once you identify the pattern that you've created subconsciously in your mind, then you say, okay, How do I fix the work problem? How do I fix the life problem? How do I fix the schedule problem? Mary Martin, what's up, girl? How do I fix the stress problem? How do I fix the weather? No, you can't fix the weather. That was a bad example. How do I fix whatever it is that's going on that causes you to make those bad decisions at night or whenever it is that you make those bad decisions? So if it is that you crave chips at 9 p.m. because you're sitting on the couch by yourself watching a movie, maybe you FaceTime a friend while you watch a movie. Maybe you invite somebody over to watch a movie with you. Maybe you just don't watch the movie and you read a book instead to have a different activity at your night so that you're not associating watching that movie alone with eating the chips. Hi, Mom. I love you. I love you, Mom. You should watch this one from the beginning. Brandy, what is up? Mom, I love you. Watch this video from the beginning. Okay, so once you've figured out your association, you then just have to say, cool. Well, if I fix the association, the bad eating habit won't happen. So if it's 5 o'clock and you know the work that you could finish, you'd work till 7:30 in the example I just gave. You could work till 7:30, but then you're going to have you're going to have salty and you're going to have chip cravings at night. Or you could just stop working and finish what you're working on tomorrow. The obvious answer, if it's important to you to stop eating chips at night, the obvious answer then is to stop work at 5:30. The obvious answer then is to, if I'm overeating because I'm stressed, the answer is to fix the stress. If I am making bad choices because I'm out with girlfriends on a Saturday night, the solution is to fix the relationship or the events or the things that you're doing with your girlfriends. So I'm just going to recap here for you. Again, this training is for what I would consider and call an eating episode. So this is not for just like consistent day in and day out bad eating habits. If that's an issue, just let me know. We can talk about that separately. But this is not for like unhealthy eating, day in and day out, meal in and meal out. This is for eating episodes, overeating, eating too much, binge eating, binge drinking, making bad decisions, making bad choices, overeating sweets, whatever it is. So this is for eating episodes like that. So step one is to just take that detailed log. And again, you don't have to food log like this forever because the object is to take the data and learn from the data. So take your 5-minute increment. If people have questions as I'm just wrapping up this summary, shoot the questions below. So it's your 5 minutes. What were you doing? What were you thinking, feeling? Who were you around? What were you doing? Who were you talking to? What was in your environment? What was in your brain, your heart, your emotions, your soul? Yeah. So 5 minutes, all of those. 1 hour before, all of those. The full 10 hours before, all of those, and then a full 24 hours before. Obviously, your things will get more broad, but this will allow you, again, like I said, this will allow you to pick up on trends that have been happening, and those trends, because of the cue in your environment, the cue, and then your craving and your response to that craving, which results in the reward, your brain associates X reward with Y craving. So you want to change Y craving or Y the cue. You want to change the cue that is giving you X, Y, Z that leads to the reward you're feeling. So you want to change the patterns that you're picking up on. You want to change the stress. You want to change the environment. You want to change the family. You want to change the work. And I mean, when I say change the work, I don't mean change the job. I just mean figure out what it is that happens in your work day that makes you overeat at night. And then you fix that thing. So I hope this was helpful. Sabra says, this is why I need you. Never been shown how to fix the problem of why I'm overeating and why I can tell myself I have food in the fridge prepared, but order out or eat junk. Exactly those. So the nights where you have food in your fridge, Sabra, and you order out instead, there's something that happened. Not something that happened, but there's a craving that's happening there that was given. The craving came from a cue. So you got to change the cue. I got you, girl. We're going to work on this. I'm super excited to start your program. So thank you for everyone who hopped on. Again, if you have questions, pop them in now. Emma, thanks for hopping on. Megan, thanks for hopping on. Sabra, Nicole, Sheila, Michelle, all my girls, all my clients are in here. Christy, Lisa, Tanya, Mary, my mom, Brandy, and everybody else. Thanks for hopping on. I love you all. Great info, Sheila. Super helpful. You're very welcome, Megan. Implement this. And again, if you need support in implementing this, just let me know, shoot me a message, and I can help you facilitate this process. I have a food log I can actually just share with you that's already kind of set up in this way. But if you want to just like create some kind of worksheet or something, I actually used to have one. I need to create a new version of it. So I'll work on that. And if people want it, I can send that to you. So have a good rest of your night. I'll talk to you all soon.